The T20 World Cup, a tournament like no other. It's a whirlwind of boundaries, wickets, and unbelievable moments. Fans eagerly await each match. The excitement is palpable. Every ball matters. Every run is crucial. In the Super 12 stage, every match is a battle for survival. Teams fight for a place in the semi-finals. Pressure is high. One mistake can be the difference between victory and defeat. This match, Sri Lanka versus South Africa, promised to be a cracker. Two proud cricketing nations, ready to give it their all. The stage was set for a memorable encounter. The atmosphere was electric. Fans from both sides filled the stadium. The air crackled with anticipation. Who would seize the day? Only time would tell. Sri Lanka, the unpredictable underdogs. They were known for their fighting spirit and never-say-die attitude. With a mix of youth and experience, they were ready to challenge the best. Their spinners, always a threat, could turn the game on its head. South Africa, the perennial chokers, carried the weight of expectation. They had a formidable batting lineup, capable of chasing down any total. Their pace attack was equally potent, with bowlers who could clock serious speeds. These two teams had a history. Previous encounters were always close and fiercely contested. There was a sense of familiarity, but also a healthy dose of respect. This match promised to be no different. The coin toss is always a crucial moment in a T20 match. It can dictate the course of the game. Winning the toss gives a team an early advantage. They can choose to bat or bowl first, depending on the conditions. Sri Lanka won the toss and elected to bat first. A brave decision, some might say. They were looking to put runs on the board and put pressure on the South African chase. South Africa, on the other hand, were happy to chase. Their batting lineup was strong, and they backed themselves to chase down any target. The stage was set. The crowd was on its feet. Let the battle commence. Sri Lanka's innings got off to a shaky start. They lost early wickets to some disciplined bowling from the South African pacers. The pitch was offering some early movement, and the South African bowlers were exploiting it well. However, the Sri Lankan middle order showed resilience. They played with grit and determination, rebuilding the innings steadily. They knew that a competitive total was crucial. As the innings progressed, the Sri Lankan batsmen started to free their arms. They targeted the shorter boundaries, hitting some lusty blows into the stands. The momentum was shifting. Section 5. Spin Wizards and Death Overs. Sri Lanka's spinners came into their own in the middle overs. They bowled with guile and variation, choking the South African batsmen. The ball was gripping and turning, making it difficult for the batsmen to score freely. The South African batsmen struggled to cope with the spin onslaught. They lost wickets at regular intervals, putting immense pressure on the lower order. The required run rate kept climbing. The death overs are always crucial in a T20 match. It's a battle of nerves between the batsmen and the bowlers. Sri Lanka's bowlers held their nerve, bowling Yorkers and slower balls to perfection. They restricted South Africa to a manageable total. Section 6. A captain's knock, an unlikely hero. Chasing a target, South Africa needed a strong start. However, they lost early wickets to some disciplined bowling from the Sri Lankan pacers. The pressure was mounting. Enter the captain. Temba Bavuma played a captain's knock, holding the innings together. He batted with composure and responsibility, guiding his team towards the target. However, wickets kept falling at the other end. Just when it seemed like the match was slipping away from South Africa, an unlikely hero emerged. A lower-order batsman, known more for his bowling, played a blinder of an innings. He hit boundaries at will, keeping South Africa in the game. Section 7. The roar of the crowd, the thrill of the chase. The crowd was on the edge of their seats. The atmosphere was electric. Every run was cheered, every wicket celebrated. South Africa's chase went down to the wire. They needed 12 runs off the last over. The tension was palpable. The Sri Lankan captain tossed the ball to his most experienced bowler. The first two balls went for singles. Pressure was building. Then, a four. The crowd went wild. The equation was down to 5 runs off 3 balls. Could the South Africans do it? Section 8. Victories embrace lessons learned. The next ball a dot ball. The tension was unbearable. 4 runs off 2 balls. The South African batsmen conferred. They needed to keep their cool. The bowler ran in, delivered the ball. It was a slower one, outside off stump. The batsman went for the big hit. He connected well, but it was straight to the fielder. Sri Lanka had won by 3 runs. The Sri Lankan players erupted in joy. They had defended a modest total and secured a crucial victory. Section 9. What's next? The road ahead. This victory would give Sri Lanka immense confidence going forward in the tournament. They had shown that they were a force to be reckoned with. For South Africa, it was a disappointing loss. They would need to regroup and come back stronger in their remaining matches. The T20 World Cup is a marathon, not a sprint. Every match is a new challenge. Both Sri Lanka and South Africa would take away valuable lessons from this encounter. The tournament was just heating up. More twists and turns awaited. One thing was for sure, the fans were in for a treat.